Alright guys, llamapen here, and it's another Deke tutorial video. Today I'm going to teach you how to do the brand new flip Deke in NHL 21. I'm also going to include in this video the behind the net self pass as well as the board bank self pass, since the controls are basically the same and these are pretty much just variations of the same move. I realize there's plenty of tutorials for these moves out there already, but in addition to showing you the sticking for these moves, I'm also going to show you when these moves work best and how to utilize them with success in an actual game against other players. With that being said, let's start off with the flip Deke. To do the flip Deke, hold in L1 and then tap R2 in the open ice while skating. As you can see, this is going to cause the puck to go around one side, your player is going to go around the other side, and ideally you would just go right around a defender. You can also control whether it's on the forehand or backhand by holding your right stick to the forehand side, then holding in L1, then tapping in R2 to perform the forehand variation, or holding your right stick to the backhand side, then holding L1 and then tapping in R2 to perform the backhand variation. I've seen this move overused a lot, probably because it's a new Deke and it's really easy to do, but in my opinion this move is most useful against highly aggressive defensemen. If you go up against a defenseman and they're just keeping you in front of them and not selling out for a hit, this move probably isn't going to work that well. It does look really cool when you perfectly walk around a guy though, and it can even be used on goalies like this in this clip here in shootout mode. You can even walk up and manual slapshot the puck after performing this Deke, and it even seems possible to score a superb man shot using this move, although I have not been able to do that just yet. Keep in mind that if you don't hold to the forehand or backhand side while near the boards, you're going to perform the board bank self pass. If you're skating near the boards and you don't want to perform the board bank self pass, you're just going to have to hold to the forehand or backhand first to do the flip Deke. The board bank self pass seems to be more useful to me. I think it's a good tool for gaining zone entry against teams that are trapping, particularly if you have the support of a teammate who's skating hard, and I think this can be a good alternative to just dumping the puck deep into the zone if the defense is back anticipating it or you don't have teammates skating hard on the other end of the ice. Like the flip Deke, I think this move works best when the defenseman in front of you is playing overly aggressive, or if you're Jaden Schwartz and Brad Marchand decides to go for a line change in Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals in the waning seconds of the first period. Keep in mind that if you try to do the board bank self pass while behind the net, you're instead going to perform the behind the net self pass. Once again, if you're behind the net and would like to perform the flip Deke instead, simply hold your right stick to the backhand or forehand side first to do the flip Deke and avoid doing the behind the net self pass. The behind the net self pass seems to be incredibly useful though. If a defender is right on your tail when skating behind the net, simply hold in L1 and tap R2 to bank the puck off the back of the net, spin around, and head the other direction. This works really well against humans and AI, although it does take a second to pick the puck back up, which usually allows the defender to get back in position in front of the net to cover any cross-crease pass options or wraparounds. That being said, in these situations where a defender is right on your tail, it is super effective at shaking them and giving you a little more time and space to keep the play alive and find another option in the offensive zone. You can also use this in the defensive zone against forecheckers, but obviously be careful because a turnover there could end up in the back of your net. So anyway guys, that's my tutorial for the flip Deke, the board bank self pass, and the behind the net self pass. I think after some time with these moves, I've really gotten a good feel for what works with them and what doesn't. At first, outside of the net tap, I really wasn't a fan of these moves, but I've really warmed up to the board bank and even gotten a few nice clips with the flip Deke, so go out there, put these moves to use, send me any cool clips you guys might have. I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you in the next one.